So we have here a lovely Morello Empire motorhome, and here we have a system for putting in and out bikes, but heavy bikes. This is a system which will work not only on Morellos but other brands as well, or even though this one here does have the name Morello on it. This is my assistant Anya, and so I'll explain a little bit with Anya's assistance. Bicycles on one side, but if we come round here, we've also got the these boxes which can be full of the stuff whatever you put in your garage. Obviously bear in mind the weight of the garage. This thing here will go to 250 kilos it will take. I mean, sometimes the garage might even take more, so you can put more in the garage, but not on this device. So these crates will come in and out. Also, there's a facility for having the bottles. Now in Germany they tend to put bottles in crates, and so which is then the bottles go back. It's quite a reasonable system, I think. The bottles are multi-use, and for those of you who know anything about my past will know that I actually worked in the packaging industry, so I can explain more about that, but it's not really interesting, so I won't. And so these, you can take these the crates out, for example, and should you want to do so, as you can see, this is at an angle. Take that's the bottles coming out. Oh, indeed, the entire crate can come out as well, and the boxes will come out as well. So we take the boxes out, and then you can see why is that at this funny angle. Well, that's because we've got these devices, that device there, to allow you to easy access. Same time, we've got a laminate covering below that, so that, I mean, could also in theory give additional storage should it be necessary, but the crates should be sufficient. Now what about the crates that are down there? Well, that's less of a problem. It may be a problem if you've only got one door in the garage, but most vans these days have two doors, and they're two large doors. Obviously it does need doors of the same size at both ends. Now the big thing though is not so much the boxes, it's carrying the bikes. And with some of these electric bikes, bikes can be as much as now as 50 kilos. So slides in and out, and slide out the other way as well if necessary. We've got here a ramp which is used for the to get the bike out with. And wait till you see this bike. If you know anything about bikes, it looks pretty good. So the bike, the front wheel's resting on a device that holds it in place. The bike will then come out relatively easily. So we have the lock is released, and then the bike comes out. And not particularly relevant to the subject of this, but I would like to point out look at the gears on that. So we'll put the bike back now, and what happens at the other end, down here, you can see there is that thing which the wheel catches onto. So the bike goes in, onto the locking device which moves forward, and now the bike is safely in its place. See, and it's not really moving around that much. My bikes always fall down. I have difficulties getting two bikes in the van, so that's a pretty good idea. Now it works on the the motorhome, all sorts of motorhomes, as I said, which have the double door system. You've got very good use of the garage there. The Morello can take 350 kilos, but as I said earlier, that is something which has to be, you have to have a look at the garage. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that of interest, and all the best from Dusseldorf.